Malabar is a region in Kerala in southern India, sandwiched between the towering Western Ghats in the east and the Arabian Sea in the west. The erstwhile province of Malabar is renowned for its natural beauty and rich and diverse cultural heritage. The legacy of Kalari Payattu is spread to every nook and corner here, and it is considered the creative source of many popular martial art forms that exist today. Keralolpatti is the authoritative publication which can tell us about the origin and evolution of Kerala, as well as various art forms peculiar to our state. Kalari is known as Nalpattiyedi Sthanam. This denotes the measure and tells us that Kalari measures 47 feet. Guruttara, Poottara, Devattara, Arittara are the different strategically important and different places meant for Guru, God, enemy, etc. The tradition of Kalari has highly influenced traditional art forms, folk forms, and even classical art forms like Kathakali. The martial art forms of karate and taekwondo are believed to have their roots in Kalari, thanks to the Buddhist monks who carried this culture with them from India. Vadakkan Pattu is very popular among the folk songs and folklores of Kerala.
സംസ്കാര ജീവിതത്തിലേക്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കാർഷിക ജീവിതത്തിലേക്ക് വരമൊഴിയായിട്ടല്ല വടക്കം പാട്ടുകൾ അടയാളപ്പെടുത്തപ്പെടുന്നത്, പലപ്പോഴും വാമൊഴിയായിട്ടാണ്.
Tacholi Odenan, Aromal Chekavar, Unniyarcha, and Kathirur Gurukal are few names associated with heroes and heroines of Kalari and Vadakkan Pattu. One must remember Lokanar Kavu in this context, the place which is related to many Tacholi stories and hence is a historical landmark of Vadakkan Kalaris. Kalari is a true wealth of Kerala, being an art form that is unshared with any other state. Legends say that Parashuraman is the founder of Kalari. There is another version that during Aryan migration into Kerala, the leader of Bhargava Gotram, Bhargavaraman, was incidental for bringing the pan-Indian tradition of Dhanurveda and hence Kalari to our state. Historians say that Kalari Payattu was initiated during the Sangam period. There are stories of fights using the swords and shields which were used during that period. Kalari is also famous as a form of martial art. The provinces of Kerala, the Swarupangal, had their own Kalari practices and they maintained their own private army of Kalari Payattu. This martial art was used for settling disputes, irrespective of the content of the dispute, and was popular among all sectors of the society. It influenced the king and the layman alike. Now let us talk about the influence of Kalari on Theyyam. Theyyam is the most important ritual art form of North Malabar. One influence is on the content of Theyyam, that is the story part. Secondly, the famous Kalari Payattu heroes like Tacholi Odenan and other great Kalari artists were more or less worshipped in that society. And when they were no more, people could not come into terms with the fact these great heroes had high influence on the societal norms, and even after their demise, the society craved for their heroic deeds, and this paved way for their resurrection in the form of Kalari in Theyyam. They became demigods and were thus brought back to society long after they ceased to exist. Such was their enduring influence.
കളരിയിലെ ചുവടുറപ്പ് എന്നൊരു ഭാഗം കൃത്യമായി പഠിക്കാത്ത ആൾക്കാർക്ക് ഈ വേട്ടക്കരമകന്റെ പൊയ്ത്ത് കലാശോ കഥനൂർവീറിന്റെ പൊയ്ത്ത് കലാശം പറയാം.
A good Theyyam artist should be able to move his body superfluously and should be a good acrobat. The physical endurance of Kalari, the rhythm and the steps renders a mesmerizing beauty to the performance of Theyyam. This cannot be achieved in the blink of an eye. It requires years and years of patience and perseverance. Kalari has a strong influence not only in Theyyam but also in other art forms of Malabar like Kolkali and Purakali. Kalari is undoubtedly a deciding factor in the cultural and environment fronts of North Malabar. This is an art form which could not be detached from the cultural life of North Malabar for long, and it will remain so in the years to come.